Hi everyone, my name is Akhil. Today we are going to start a new series on Terraform. This will be completely practical series. I will be explaining each and every topic in practical. So be with me till end of this series and you will gain a lot of confidence on Terraform. You can say that I know Terraform, I can deploy resources using Terraform. So let's start. So first of all, we'll start with what is Terraform. So Terraform is basically a tool for provisioning infrastructure. Okay, what that means? Provisioning means creating or setting up infrastructure. Suppose you want to create an S3 bucket. What do you do usually? You go to AWS console and you click on the properties, you set the properties of S3 bucket and you create it. But Terraform is a tool by using which you can create the same S3 bucket using a code. Like you write Python code, Java code. Similarly, you can write code for creating the infrastructure. So Terraform is a tool for provisioning infrastructure using code. Okay, we'll see in a while with examples. Okay. So let's start with the requirement first. You have to deploy an application on AWS that needs a set of EC2 instances, S3 buckets, and a load balancer. Now, my question to you guys is, how will you fulfill this requirement? So you will say, I'll simply go to Amazon Management Console and I will set the properties of the resources and I will create it. But this is a simple requirement and you can do that. But suppose new requirement comes and this is requirement second. In this, you have to deploy an application on AWS that needs a set of EC2 instances, S3 buckets, and a load balancer. But this time to multiple environments such as staging, dev, and production. Now you have to deploy the same resources on three accounts on three environments. Okay, so now my question to you guys again, how will you fulfill this requirement? So if you'll say that I'll go to management console and log into each account every time and then create the resource in every account, I will say no. This is not the correct approach. Why? Because it have lot of problems. I will tell you some basic problems, some major problems in this approach. We'll see problem number first. The problem number one is consistent infrastructure. I want that my infrastructure should be consistent across all the environments, dev, staging, and production. But problem is if you create it manually, you cannot guarantee that your infrastructure is consistent and your application will behave in exactly same way in all the three environments, because we are humans and we can make a mistake. So we are not sure that our environment or our infrastructure is consistent across all the three environments. Okay, so this is the biggest problem. Another problem is time consuming process. So if you go with the manual approach, then you need to put lot of efforts to make sure that your infrastructure is consistent across all the environments, and this will consume lot of time. Suppose you want to deploy 20 resources in 20 accounts. Now, what will you do in this case? Will you use the first approach in which we were using AWS Management Console to deploy the resources manually in each and every account? I will say no, you can't go with that approach. You have to use Terraform for this requirement, because if you will use that approach, it will consume lot of time. It will waste your time completely. And if you will use Terraform, you can finish this task in just minutes. So this is power of Terraform. So now we will see, why do we need Terraform? What are benefits of Terraform? First benefit is consistent infrastructure. So earlier we had seen that in manual approach, we cannot guarantee that our infrastructure is consistent across all the environments. But Terraform ensures that your infrastructure will be consistent across all the environments. Because we write a single code and will deploy the same code into all the three environments. So it will be consistent across all the environments. Then second benefit is infrastructure as a code. As we are writing or deploying our infrastructure using a code, what we can do, we can version control it. We can track changes. We can collaborate with other team members. We can put it in GitHub and do all these things. The other benefit is multi-cloud deployment. So what is multi-cloud deployment? Terraform makes it easier to deploy resources across different cloud platforms like Azure, GCP, AWS. So in a single file, you can write resources that should be deployed in different platforms. So it is possible with Terraform. Then other thing is automation. This is the main benefit of Terraform, that we are automating all the process. In manual approach, it takes or consumes lot of time to deploy the resources. But when you use Terraform, we are automating all these things. In just a seconds, you can destroy. In just a seconds, you can deploy. So this is benefit of Terraform. So Terraform allows to automate your infrastructure deployment process and reducing the need for manual intervention. And the other benefit is disaster recovery. So Terraform helps us to set up disaster recovery environments quickly and easily. So these are the benefits of Terraform. We'll see all this benefit in practical way also. So be with me till end of series.